Hey guys, I'm Fighter for JC. Michael Bisping. How about that? First round knockout over Luke Rockhold. Michael Bisping got 2 weeks notice for this, and if you watched my previous video, I was saying that this would be quite a story if Michael Bisping pulled off this monumental upset, which he did. And I was saying that it would be like the complete opposite of Vitor Belfort's career. Belfort has gotten like 1,000 title shots. It seems like every other fight is a title shot for Vitor Belfort, and he has always fallen short. And you have here Michael Bisping, who has been with the UFC for about 10 years or so, gets his first title shot as a last-minute replacement and wins it on his first try. And really on his first try, not like Batman from the Lego movie. Michael Bisping knocked out Luke Rockhold in the first round. And if you recall, it was Luke Rockhold who said that Michael Bisping was not going to make it past the first round. He even said that he would give Bisping his purse if he made it past the first round. Well, things have changed, and I really did not give Michael Bisping much of a chance, even though I was rooting for him, because I think Luke Rockhold just talked way, way too much. I think he's taken a page out of Conor McGregor's playbook, but he just comes across as a jerk. Luke Rockhold does. I mean, Conor McGregor is very entertaining to watch. He brags and all that, but he's entertaining. And when Luke Rockhold opens his mouth and says things like Anderson Silva was never on his level, it makes you cringe, and he just comes off as really, really arrogant, and it makes you want to root against him. It certainly made me want to root against Luke Rockhold. Now, Michael Bisping, he's not exactly a fan favorite himself either, but he is a bit of a Cinderella story. And I think it was really touching when he mentioned that he just wants a better life for his kids. And congratulations to Michael Bisping. It was a well-deserved victory, long time coming. I hope he enjoys it. And his next fight, win or lose, you know what? Right now his future. I'm guessing that not too many people are expecting Michael Bisping to stay the champion for a long time. If he even manages to successfully defend his championship once, if he does that, it'll be a big surprise for most people. But you know what? Who cares? He got this one time glory, and people like Chris Weidman and Luke Rockhold. These are fighters that people expected to reign the division for years, and look what happened to them. Chris Weidman, I'm not sure how many title defenses he got. Was it one or two? I don't remember, maybe three. And Luke Rockhold was the next big thing after he dominated Chris Weidman, and people had high hopes for Luke Rockhold. If he can handle a guy like Chris Weidman, surely a guy like Michael Bisping should be easy work for him, or anybody else in the middleweight division for that matter. But you never know what's going to happen, and here you have Michael Bisping as the UFC's middleweight champion. Again, congratulations. What about Dominic Cruz versus Uriah Faber? That was kind of a snoozer. I'm surprised that Dominic Cruz actually pulled off a couple of knockdowns. Maybe he is getting more powerful. Maybe he's sitting down on his punches a little better. Or Uriah Faber is simply just not the same fighter as he was before, and he's getting tagged cleanly by these shots that he might have been able to roll with a few years ago. But it doesn't matter. I think Dominic Cruz had him hurt. Credit to Cruz for managing to do that. I wish he would have finished off Uriah Faber. I mean, I wasn't really rooting for either guy. I mean, I didn't really have a dog in the fight, but I would like to see Dominic Cruz actually score some finishes. He's the decisioner guy now. He's not the dominator, as people say. But I would really, really love to see Dominic Cruz against a guy like Cody Garbrandt. Now, I know many of you might think that Garbrandt, is too raw. He's only got 9 fights, nine or 10 fights. and it's much too early. I mean, you're probably right about that as far as his credentials, but as far as ability, I give Garbrandt a good chance of beating a guy like Dominic Cruz. Now, the thing about Cruz is the guys he has been beating, have been, shorter than him, and he's had a significant height and reach advantage over these guys. And Garbrandt, I don't know his exact height and reach and all that, but he is a taller guy. He's one of the taller bantamweights out there, definitely taller than Faber. And unlike Faber, Garbrandt actually is a knockout threat, and he has that length and range. And it'll be harder for Cruz to just dance around a guy with a reach and height like Garbrandt, not to mention the punching power. So it'd be very, very interesting to see Dominic Cruz against Garbrandt. I hope they let this fight happen as soon as possible. A guy like Cody, he's a high-risk type of style, and he's not really a proven quantity at this point. We know that he can punch. We know that he has the power and the skills to be able to deliver that power. But he's a marketable guy, and I think we need to strike while the iron is hot, and we don't want to see Cody Garbrandt lose to somebody before he gets a shot at Dominic Cruz. But again, I guess that's the right way to do it if you want to be a traditionalist. Is you really got to prove your worth, and before you get your title shot. And a lot of people will say that Garbrandt is not up there yet. But if not Garbrandt, then who should Dominic Cruz fight next? There are not too many options out there. But going back to Michael Bisping, I'm really excited to see his next fight. Who do you think? Should he fight Chris Weidman? I mean, Weidman, he pulled out of the injury. Or should he fight Souza? There you go. That's how you pronounce it. Souza. Yep. I think either guy, Weidman or Souza, will be favored over Michael Bisping. And I'm beginning to like Bisping just a little bit, and I'd like to see him pull off another upset either against Souza or Weidman. And again, congratulations. What do you guys think? Let me know. Make sure to leave your comments. Thank you for watching. I'm Fighter for JC. Until next time.